big franchise history to book their first trip to the Mpbl playoffs.
And keeping your hopes alive, that's really the motivation for these 4 teams that's remaining in the play-ins.
Part of scoring on your screens. It's been a tight one in this game, and that second quarter was crucial to Cebu getting back into this game after Mindoro took control of practically the entire first half.
Oh, ang ganda ng kombinasyon rin kasi nung third quarter nito ni Paul Desiderio. Meantime, another good-looking 3 right there. Jonas Tebayan was pretty much late on that contest and hit the shooting hand of Paul Desiderio. And you definitely are going to have to challenge his shot because he's already made a couple in the third, and you don't want that rhythm to flow over here in the fourth quarter.
I think our referees are still going to review that for a possible landing spot foul. Is that what's going to happen? There you see.
But they're checking if it's a 2 or a 3.
Cebu Greats coaching staff led in this game by Coach Ronje Enrile. Siya rin ang namuno doon sa kanilang laro against Davao. After Coach Junti is back in Bogo City trying to attend to his family and his relatives there. Again, our hopes and prayers go out to those affected by that devastating earthquake.
One thing I can assure you, somewhere there in Cebu, Coach Junti is on his phone, on his laptop, on his whatever device, watching this game and hoping deep inside, hoping that he was also here. But you know, there are bigger things in basketball to take care of. But definitely his heart goes out for his players that are batting it out here in Pola Mindoro.
Mula sa puso, ika nga, yan ang sinasabi ni Coach Ronje Enrile about yung laro ng Cebu from here on out. At sinimulan nila yan laban sa Davao. They're trying to do that once again against Mindoro tonight. 65-64. Sedorifa is on Desiderio. Kinyan pops out. Martel cuts, hangs in the air. Oh my goodness! How did that happen? Lian Martel, the contortion, the execution, and the make of the shot. Oh my goodness.
Oh my, well, where are all these magical shots coming from these guys? Oh, a 3 on its way, and that's good for Inocom boy.
Mpbl basketball at its finest. This is just the play-in tournament, mga kaliga.
Welcome to play-in basketball, Javi. This is what the play-ins are all about. Trying to extend your season and move into the playoffs.
Tabla ulit tayo dito. 67 all. This has been an entirely different second half. Martel that time could not make it work. Forward they go. Ramirez is ahead of the pack. That's going to be a walk in the park for RJ.
RJ Ramirez is not going to make the same miss that he made earlier this time. He makes sure that he makes it.
Hurried shot right there by Tampos. Couldn't save it to a teammate. Comboy against Desiderio. A kick out to Sedorifa. That rims out. Manzo able to track it down. Manzo able to freeze his defender off the glass, and in that is classic Jun Manzo.
That's just poor defense by the Mindoro Tamaraos. You understand? It's either a push shot or put the ball on the left hand and another push shot the other way for Jun Manzo. And all those things you allowed Jun Manzo to do. You did not take anything away from that rhythm.
Another deadlock, this time at 69 apiece.
Oh no.
Boy, find some daylight. Tap goes to Cebu Great, pero may pitong itinawag dito. Si referee Michael Kinay saying that it's Mindoro basketball. There seems to be a foul against Cebu. Pero tunghayan muna natin itong fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
I see that finish right there by RJ Ramirez. But going back into the live play action, there was an unsportsmanlike foul called on Liam Martel. I'm not sure if that was definitely an unsportsmanlike foul. That might have been called, that could have been a call on Jonas Tebayan, but we'll see how this challenge goes.
Coach Ronje Enrile has just used his challenge. We'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
It's a successful challenge for Coach Ronje Enrile and the Cebu Greats. Take a look at what happened. Watch Martel and Tibayan on your screens. Dun sa may gitna.
Yeah, nothing unsportsmanlike out there. It's really just two guys trying to get a position on that rebound.
Cebu takes possession here. Good challenge right there para kay Coach Ronje Enrile.
Got to set this up here against one-on-one on the low block. Oh, what a move.
Kinyan able to get away, and that finger roll drops para kay JR Kinyan.
It wasn't the fastest of spins down the baseline, but it was enough separation for JR Kenyahan to finish on the baseline.
71 to 69. Gamalinda from the right elbow, bottom.
And he really just calmly takes that back. You score on me, I'm going to score back on you.
71 all. Let's get this out of the way, Coach. A shout out to Kuya Jeff Cañada from Cebu, and
yeah, I want to get a happy birthday to Alan Ko, of a good friend of mine from the Abachigang, from my family, and to yours. Happy birthday, Alan. Nice fake.
Sedorifa unable to get the basket. He gets the offensive rebound. Second try up is good para kay Joseph Sedorifa. Lamang na ulit ang Mindoro. Tapos, not wasting any time. We are just going back and forth here.
And the thing with Tampos holding that corner on that fast break, it really allows him to put the ball on. Oh, another good shot. Everybody's got their own, high-stakes shots here. Everybody's throwing haymakers.
Coach, you were mentioning earlier during the first half, it was not the usual suspects who have been producing in this game, and that theme continues as RJ Ramirez also contributing in his own little way here for the Tamaraws, who are trying to extend their lead here. Sedorifa behind the line, swishes it through.
And this crowd is up on their feet. Joseph Sedorifa, one of the clear leaders of the Mindoro Tamaraws, making that three, but Mark Meneses answers back.
That's just token defense coming from Marian Magat. 78 to 75. Ang dami pang oras dito. Just about to approach the halfway point of our penultimate frame. Ramirez. Back to Gamalinda. Bam Bam binit-bit. Gets the bounce.
4 points in the quarter. Bam Gamalinda kept getting left behind from that elbow.
17 points in the game. Desiderio. 18 to 15 now after that Desiderio bucket. He too has been in double figures here in the second half para sa Greats. 14 for Mr. Atinto. That shot well defended. And a foul given up by Maga to stop the fast break. Only the second team foul of the Tamaraws here in the fourth quarter. The pace has been frenetic. The shot making has been intense. Both teams just unwilling to surrender easily.
And really, clearly, if it's not effort that you see right now on both these teams, man, regardless whether you're cheering for Mindoro or Cebu, you gotta tip your hat off to these teams. Really good.
Absolutely zero defense showed there by the Tamaraws. Manzo just getting into the lane and finishing past Ken Bono there.
If you're making shots, you got to get stops. That's the thing. And if you're allowing the other team to keep scoring on you, you're not getting any advantage.
The Tamaraws holding on to a solitary point lead. A foul against Mark Meneses. Only Cebu's first team foul here in the fourth. So just a total of 3 fouls called here in the fourth quarter. Prior to this period, both teams actually got to the penalty a little early.
Yes, agree. Haba pa nito with still 4 minutes remaining, and ang kagandahan dito, non-nurse nila yung kanilang foul situation.
Hinga muna tayo ng konti. Let's go to Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Para kay Bam Gamalinda, this do-or-die game is deeper than just chasing a playoff spot. It's about heart and resilience. Siya mismo ang nag-initiate ng heart check sa buong Mindoro team bago ang crucial matchup na to, reminding everyone na balik dapat sila sa fundamentals. Siya din ang nag-motivate kay Ino Comboy saying, "Kaya mo yan, alam ko, babawi ka." Na-realize ko after that Zamboanga game is to never stop playing defense, he shared. At yun ang mindset na dala niya ngayon. Focused, grounded at handang ibuhos lahat para sa chance na maisulat ang unang playoff appearance sa history ng Tamaraws. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lara. Excellent report there. Desiderio hammer there to draw another foul against Mindoro.
Ang nagiging challenge ngayon sa Mindoro Tamaraws, they're not getting stops. And every time you see a Cebu great going downhill, they always get to paint touches.
At yan ang sinabi ni Bam Bam just right there in that report by Lyra. He realized in that last game, you should not stop playing defense.
Agree.
After all, that's what's going to get you to the top.
Agree. Because that pretty much is basketball. If you're really good at one thing, you cannot allow the other team to be good at that as well. So if you're really good at 3-point makes, you can't allow the other team to make 3 points make as well.
This free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 81-80, Desiderio failing to tie things. This is the battle for the 8th seed in the South. Ramirez needs a friend. Homeboy stuck at the baseline. He steps out of bounds. No, it's Martel who steps out of bounds. So Mindoro keeps possession.
I thought Cedrifa could have drifted to that corner 3 on that drive by Comboy.
3 minutes and 44 pa ang natitira dito. Hang on to your seats, mga kaliga. Stay with us.
Had changes in terms of their support and their management. And during that time, Bancali was even playing for Cebu.
Yes.
I think in that game, Jacob Bancali had 8 points, if I recall correctly. 3 on its way. Looks good.
Ino Comboy rings the bell there for the Tamaraws. 84-80. He's got 14 in the game.
On an under out of bounds, the weak side corner guy is one of the most dangerous pieces that you cannot just leave out there. And they allowed Ino Comboy to really just hang on the other end, had that head of Leon Martel turn, and that was all the space and the lift that Ino Comboy needed to knock down that 3.
I have to correct myself. Tama ka, Coach. Parehong si Coach Benji at saka si Coach Zunti ang humawak sa kanila dun sa game nila in that regular season meeting that they had.
Yeah. That was clearly a game that both these teams will remember, and including this game, I know if the amount of compete from both these guys really speaks a lot of their resolve to really get that win.
Turnover for the Greats. And they're only down by 4 here. 3 minutes remaining in this game. 11 turnovers na para sa Cebu. Gamalinda off the glass, a little bit short. Kinyan forward to Desiderio.
Get a paint off.
Leading the break.
Yeah.
Good transition defense. Desiderio spins away from the defense. The tap goes to Ino Comboy. Cebu looking a little bit fatigued here, Coach Mike.
And the space is catching up to some of these guys. And to our observation, looks more the side of Cebu. Post up right here.
Gamalinda wants it. He's trying to attack the weak link. Desiderio looks like he pulled his hamstring on that last play.
Yeah, that's why medyo gingerly yung paglakad niya kanina. I saw that also. I thought on that jumper from about 17 feet right in front of the rim, dun niya naramdaman eh. And so, to your point, you're attacking actually the weakest guy who's not 100% to try and defend against Bam Gamalinda because of that situation.
Coach Roger Enrile inserting John Lamon para kay Paul Desiderio. Gamalinda and Meneses getting entangled a bit and to be separated there by referee Michael Kinay.
This should be a back pick for Jonas Tibayan and Ino Comboy going to the corner.
Ramirez inbounds instead to Tibayan. Comboy with the basketball now.
Nice pass.
Pocket pass. Tibayan blocked by Meneses.
Good defense by Mark. That was a good block. My opinion, that was a good block. Do they still have a challenge though?
They still have one more challenge. But Coach Roger Enrile is saying, nope. We will try to defend this
No.
last 7 seconds?
They're challenging it.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sumenyas na si Coach Ronje.
Tiningnan ni Coach Don tsaka ng coaching staff niya. Sabi, you have to challenge that. I feel they also saw that it was a good block by Mark.
2 minutes and 37 still to go. 7 on the shot clock. If ever that happens for the Mindoro Tamaraws, we'll take a short break.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. Ball possession
So it's a
for Cebu
successful
Grace.
challenge. Para kay Coach Ronje and Lele is 2 out of 2 in terms of coaches' challenges in this game. Wala na siya magagamit after this.
As expected, that help right there by Mark. Really all ball from behind. And so you got that possession right now on your side of the floor. And you have a chance to try and trim this down to even 1 point. You're down only 4.
Manzo brings it up for the Greats. Pinyan wants it against Gamalinda.
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
Ramirez defending that post entry really well.
Manzo too, I felt was a little bit too close to the defense of Mindoro right there. Could have pulled it back.
Oh, Pinyan forced up a shot. He wanted a foul.
That was a quick release though by J.R. Kinyahan.
84 to 80, 2 possession ball game. Ramirez will take time here for the Tamaraws. RJ working the 2-man game with Bam Gamalinda. That's a foul against Cebu.
That'll be on J.R. Kinyahan, I think. And Bamga Malinda kept going at that middle ball action. And see right there, he was trying to go for a rescreen and then slip it, pero pinigilan siya ni J.R. Kinyahan. That's actually the difficulty of Bamga Malinda being in the middle screen action. Kasi pwedeng umislip eh, no? Even patamayan mo yung screen, kaya rin niyang pa-drive in yung primary ball handler nila.
Leon Martel checks back into the game. Comboy now against John Hamon. Loses it for a bit, regains control. Comboy over the defense. 86 to 80. What a big shot for Eno Comboy. He wants redemption. He wants victory here tonight. Only 2 points in that game against Zamboanga that could have made them the number 7 seed in the South. In this game, this is a battle for the 8th seed. He wants nothing more than to win this one against the Cebu Greats. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. Here's a guy who was 1 out of 12 against Zamboanga, coach, but he's averaging 14 this season, and he's been one of the leading scorers, actually the leading scorer for Mindoro this season.
The 1 out of 12. Kung ikaw si Coach Benji, come on now, you know, that's not acceptable. You know you can shoot so much better, and so that, you know, hard check by Mindoro, I believe from last night, really helped a lot in understanding he's still in the same page with his guys on the floor, and he's still got that trust of his teammates to go take those shots.
14 points matching his average tonight. Ito si Eno Comboy, although he has not taken that many shots, he's been more efficient tonight, that's for sure. And the timeliness of his shots, especially that last one, stretching the lead to 6. Crucial possession coming up for the Greats.
All important here for the Greats.
Almost stolen there by Ramirez.
Boy, Ramirez is just a bundle of energy when it comes to defense here in the fourth quarter. I felt there were certain situations where he was able to stop an action or get a deflection.
Meneses back to June. Manzo trying to get away from the double. Able to escape it. Meneses is there. Under goal stab is good.
Yun ang talagang hindi nila mapigilan kanina pa. Sa sobrang dami na naging paint touch nito ni Mark Meneses, halos palaging nakaka-score itong Cebu Grace. Players down on the floor.
86 to 82. Comboy has it. Defended by Boom Boom Tampus. Shot clock winding down. He wants a clear out. Eno Comboy having trouble with the basketball. Hand in the face. Ino Comboy drains another one. 16 points. Lead back up to 6. On the follow-up. Lead back down to 4. This is far from over.
Well, you never can relax in this game. It started out with a lot of pace in the first quarter, and still, right here, there's only a minute left remaining, but the pace has been relentless for both these teams.
Cebu committing a foul as their last foul to give. Manzo looking at the clock. There's still a lot of time, especially this is just a 2-possession ball game, but what a big shot made there by Ino Comboy.
Remember when we talked about turning Ino Comboy into the dribbler instead of the shooter? This time around, he's heard enough of the talk. I'm putting that ball on the floor, and I'm going to show you guys that I can actually score by putting that ball right on the floor.
And their main man doing main man things. 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. Hang on, mga kaliga. We're here in the south right now, but come Wednesday we will go up north to the Capital Arena in Ilagan City in Isabela for the North Division Play-In Tournament battle for 8th. There you see Mayor Jennifer Alegre Cruz, our gracious host here in Pola Oriental, Mindoro. Maraming salamat rin sa pakape galing sa Cruiser Bikers Cafe.
Oo. That's the coffee shop here na very nostalgic. Nandun yung mga lumang phones.
Yes.
Oh my. So if you guys are anywhere here in Pola, Mindoro, you get to go here. Just go over and visit the Cruiser Cafe shop. You see all those old phones right there. Naging nostalgic tuloy.
Halos full house rin tayo dito for this South Division battle for the 8th.
Medyo konting salitaan dito between Cedrifa and John Hamon. I think both these guys are getting teed.
Ayan, pinagsasabihin sila ngayon ng ating security head na si Rudy Distrito.
Yeah, and if you're Mindoro right now, you got the upper hand, you got a minute to go. You cannot relax, lose focus. The goal of the game is to get more points when that final buzzer sounds. And this is definitely not yet the final buzzer, and you got to stay composed and keep going at it.
Both teams with still 1 timeout left to call. I love how Boss Rudy did that while holding yung kanyang
Oo nga, no? Yan ang pang-promote yun.
Comboy again with the rock. Tampos again tasked to guard him. Comboy trying to trickle away as much time from the shot clock. 3 seconds left. Comboy blocked from behind. Ball is loose. Tampos forward to Manzo, able to regain control, and June Manzo finishes. This is just a 2-point ball game.
So much time left. Clock management right now.
40 seconds, 88 to 86. Gamalinda gives it up to Comboy. Their main man. He's hit some big shots here in the dying minutes. Ino Comboy goes to the left, pulls up, jumper, falls off the rim. Meneses pushing. He's pushing. Meneses draws the foul. Could not make the basket, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
Well, and so far as stopping Mark Meneses, get those paint touches. Even to this point, there has been no one that stopped him. Right here, Ino Comboy getting blocked from behind by Tampos. They went on that run. June Manso scores with that scoop, making this a 2-point game. And really just the other way, where Mark Meneses really giving that dash all the way to that paint touch, almost getting that ball to go in. And really, he's just had his way inside the paint. Ito si Mark Meneses.
Crucial free throws here coming up para kay Meneses. He's not yet missed in this game. And this is for the tie. Meneses 6 the first, 88 to 87.
Well, you see him, trying to egg his players on, this crowd on. He's saying, "Come on now, bring it on. I'm up to it." And this is just showing you the growth and the maturity of a Mark Meneses, who at one time played for the Heat Waves and is right now playing a major role for the Greats with an opportunity to tie this at 88.
The second one is short. Meneses able to get a hand on it. Referee Michael Kinay says it's a jump ball. Possession pointing the side of Mindoro.
Pero kita mo ha, siya na yung nagmintis ng free throw pero siya pa rin yung nakakuha ng posible sana na offensive rebound para dito sa Cebu Grades. The box outs have got to be better, especially in free throw situations para dito sa Mindoro.
Jump ball ang tinawag, coach, but because we are under the final 2 minutes, this is a reviewable call dahil out of bounds lang naman.
Yeah.
So our referees will check. There is still a chance that Cebu could get this. 16 seconds remaining in this game. The battle for the 8th seed. A chance to face the Quezon Huskers next Monday in the first round of our South Division playoffs.
Everybody's got to remember, at one point, this was a 4-point game with 1:04 remaining on the clock, favor for Mindoro. They've been 0-2 in those last 2 attempts. And Mindoro has sank a layup shot by June Manso and split his free throws. Ito si Mark Menese on their end of the floor. Thus, this 1-point difference between those two teams.
Boy, what a ball game this has been.
Jump ball. Possession arrow is
And I
pointing
think
Mindoro
hindi nila makita rin kahit sa replay, coach. So they still reverted back to the original call. It's a jump and possession points to the side of the Tamaraos.
This will be a out of bounds para dito sa Mindoro. The question now, do they inbound in the front court or do they inbound from the back?
We will stay on the air here. 16 seconds left. The Greats down by just a point. This is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen in to assistant coach Kim Cinco.
Sel, mauna ka. Sel. Sep. Go.
Hey, get open kayo ha.
So, bigman pa ano kasi naka-pressure agad yung screen mo. No, screen mo. Bam, labas ka. Flash. Naka-pressure yung ano eh. Okay, one more. Sel, mauna ka. Go. Sep, go. Screen mo si Bam. Bam, labas, then flash. Si Joseph. Ikaw to. Abang.
Paul Desiderio walked off gingerly earlier. Might have pulled his hamstring. Kahit dun sa timeout, coach, nakita mo, hindi na rin siya makalakad ng maayos. But after that huddle by assistant coach Kim Cinco of the Mindoro Tamaraos, from what we heard, coach, it looks like it's mainly involving both Gamalinda and Seduripa.
Yeah, and then once again, they go to this line very similar to how they got into that inbound situation against Zamboanga.
Ramirez able to get it into Axel Inigo. Does Cebu need to foul? But they do already right here. Martel falls down. And it's going to be free throws para kay Ino Comboy.
Well, that sure looked like it was too close for Ino Homeboy. Are they going to check on this again, though?
Coach Ronje Enrile and the Cebu bench look like they're
not in agreement, right?
That hindi tinawag yung 5 second violation laban kay RJ Ramirez.
That's right.
Ino Comboy at the line. He is 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe in this game. 16 points so far, make that 17. Mr. Mrs. Inigo among the many fans here inside the Pola Gym who are trying to help their team get to their first playoff appearance in franchise history. And those free throws certainly helping the cause right now. 3-point ball game, 90-87.
A little bit of cushion here with those couple of made free throws by Ino Comboy. Now, they inbound in the front court. Itong Cebu Greats. They still have a lot of time to set somebody up for a three. And so far as this game in 3-point makes, we've seen Desiderio go 2 out of 6.
Lian. Okay, Lian. Mark. Okay. Jay Hams. Okay.
Si Hams. Mark, ikaw to Mark. Okay, dito ha. Kita niyo yung line ha. Okay, June. JR coach, pasok po coach ha. JR, sa akin coach. Kailan na. Sa akin. O JR to. JR, okay. Mark, ikaw mauna. Go. Okay, mauna ka, Mark. June. Buka rito kay JR. Makuha mo, baka meron ha. Now, JR. Hanapin mo si John. Meron lang doon. Isang sure pass lang. Okay, JR. Ano? Tap ka lang dyan. Para Cebu. Come on.
11 seconds left. Cebu down by 3. No timeouts remaining para sa parehong kupunan dito. Looks like they're looking for J-Hams here. John Hamon.
Well, let's not forget, J.R. Kenyan sank a couple of three-pointers also earlier. But there have been games where J-Ham actually has hit crucial three-pointers, which resulted in games favoring Cebu. But we'll see how this goes.
Paul Desiderio watching from the bench. Manzo able to get inside. Basket plus the foul. What a play for Cebu! They just refuse to go gently into the good night.
Oh, look at that inbound right here. Little scissors with the middle on right through J.R. Kenyahan, and R.J. Ramirez really just got left behind. Catch and shoot on that spot. June Manso, no problem.
My goodness, what a heads-up play too from Boom Boom Campos to recognize that opening.
Agree. That at that pass, the ping on that pass was just right for June Manso to catch, put his feet on the floor, turn, and score.
June Manzo at the line to tie this game. He has not missed from the free throw line tonight. Manzo misses. What a time to miss your first free throw of the game.
Oh my! He's a 78 free throw shooter with the game on the line, trying to equalize this match and send it to overtime. He misses, and Cedarifa secures the rebound. Now it's his turn to go to the other side of the floor. No more timeouts though for both these teams.
But this is not yet over, coach.
Not yet over.
Not yet over.
You got to remember that Keanu Caballero thing. Yo. There's no easy thing here for between these two teams.
Mindoro trying to book their first playoff appearance in franchise history. Cebu trying to get their second.
And this is going to be a crucial make para dito kay Joseph Cedarifa.
Cedarifa is shooting 76.2% from the free throw line this season. But these are his first free throws of the game. First one is good. Mayor Jennifer Ina Alegre Cruz on the edge of her seat right now. You see that smile on her face, but you could tell she's anxious, just like everybody else here inside the Paula Gym.
Third leading scorer, number 1 in rebounds, third in assists, Joseph Cedarifa.
Cedarifa makes both. 3-point lead. Manzo with the basketball. June able to launch. Manzo could not hit. They wanted a foul.
I thought there was a foul.
They wanted a foul.
I thought there was a foul. I thought June Manso got hit on the wrist.
There was definitely contact. I could see it too.
Is this still reviewable though?
I don't think it is, Coach. Coach Dondon Ontiveros running all the way to our referees, trying to plead their case. Let's take a look at that again, Coach Mike.
At least that in and out. And that left, oh
Yes,
yeah, he got clipped.
definitely.
He got clipped on that left arm.
Definitely a lot of contact there. Definitely some contact there. But I don't think there's any way to reverse that now.
And the reason that the Cebu greats, after the buzzer sounded, went rushing right in the middle of the floors because that tip actually happened their side of the floor, and so they saw that touch on that shooting arm.
Well, this now officially marks the end of the campaign of the Cebu Greats for our 7th season. Although there have been a lot of struggles this year, Coach, para sa kanila. New management came in with the mission to make Cebu great again, to make the Cebu brand of basketball be known again to the rest of the Philippines and to the whole world dito sa ating liga. And with what happened, they also had a mission to try and give something for their kababayans to cheer about, but they fell short today, Coach. And the Tamaraws booking their first ever playoff appearance in franchise history. Big props to this guy on your screens. The main character, the big-time player, their leading scorer this season, doing all the things that I just mentioned in this game, that those things should be about.
Yeah, 18 points altogether, and about that crucial wake-up call for Ino Comboy after going 1 out of 12 in that loss against Zamboanga, has now come back and led the Mindoro Tamaraws into the playoffs.
92-89. Let's go courtside to Miss Naira Punsalan.
Thank you, Javi. Ino, congratulations. Compared to your last performance, pinakita mo ngayon that you are still very much here. Alam ko, malaking tulong yung pag-motivate ni Bam sa'yo when he said, nababawi ka dahil bumawi ka nga talaga. And tonight, talagang pinakita mo that the Mindoro Tamaraws are making history.
Wala akong masabi kundi thank you Lord, sobra. Tapos hindi ako sorry kay Mayora sa last game talaga. Kung kailan kailangan niya ako, hindi ako nakapag-perform, pero grabe pa rin tiwala nila na binigay nila sa akin ngayong do or die game.
And Ino, and to the rest of the Mindoro Tamaraws, you just earned your ticket to the playoffs and you just made history for making your first appearance sa playoffs ng Mpbl. Ino, again, congratulations. Anong pakiramdam?
Sobrang saya. At mga Mindoreños, para sa inyo to! Woo! Tapos, credits kayo nila coach, sa mga teammates ko, sa buong management, lalo na kay Mayora, and sa mga Mpbl staff na nakasama namin, hinahanapan nila ako ng laro last game, pero ito na. Kuya Avi, shoutout sa iyo.
At nakabawi na nga kayo dito sa home court nyo as you face the Quezon Huskers next, the top one in the South Division. Ino, anong masasabi mo at anong mensahe mo para sa mga Mindoreños na patuloy na sumusuporta at walang sawang nanonood sa inyo?
Hindi po dito matatapos ang lahat. Meron pa pong playoffs. And bibigyan lang po ng best namin dahil ang kalaban natin, number 1 team sa South. And alam namin na hindi magiging madali yun. And marami na sila napatunayan as a team. And sana makasabay kami sa playoffs.